and welcome to today's episode. I am so excited you are here. Today I thought we would do something fun and a little different. Since we are entering into the new year, it has arrived. There's this buzz of energy. I do believe that it's still important to reflect on 2023. I think reflection is important in general. And so we can reflect at any point in time. I think reflecting weekly, reflecting daily, reflecting monthly, reflecting quarterly, reflecting yearly is crucial, because when we reflect, we have the opportunity to move out of any experience that we may be stuck in. We also have the opportunity to heal from any experience that may have occurred that caused trauma, resentment, guilt, shame, all of the array of emotions and feelings that we may have that will keep us stuck in the past. When we have experiences, all experiences, no matter what, and I know that there's horrific experiences that happen to good people and bad people. Doesn't matter if you're good or bad. There's horrific things that happen to all of us, and we have to make a conscious effort and a conscious decision to allow ourselves to heal from that experience, allow ourselves to see what the lesson in the experience was to evolve. For me, I want to reflect on 3 major areas of my life that I want to share that were my big takeaways. I might do another episode to do some more of the other areas, but today I just wanted to do 3. And my first one is the area of health. In 2023, I made a declaration, a vow, that my health was going to take top priority over everything in my life. And I really did mean that, because without health, it impacts everything. It impacts all of your relationship. It impacts your work. It impacts your ability to function. In 2022 was a really hard year health-wise for me for an array of different reasons. In 2023, I was like, we're done. Like, I am going to get a massive amount of help, have a massive amount of support system. I'm going to approach my health in a completely different way. I also had an epiphany around my health. And also I had a really amazing support system that I put into place. And one of the things that I put into place was doing Pilates consistently. I discovered that and was diagnosed with hypermobility, which is a connective tissue disorder. And for a long time, I've had nerve issues and I didn't understand how to fix it. And it wasn't until my neurologist actually explained to me what I had going on. And it made me, 1, move into acceptance, but 2, have the ability to approach my health in a different way. I love yoga. However, if I'm hypermobile, only practicing yoga is actually not the best thing for my physical body. And I need strengthening in a different way. And I had to come to terms that I was honestly afraid to do certain types of exercises, because I used to go to the gym, lift weights, and for many, 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 many years, I couldn't do that without having a massive flare-up. So I would just do yoga and I would walk. Well, I needed something different. And in 2022, I did start going to Pilates, but I wasn't consistent with it. I didn't realize how much it was supporting me. And in 2023, I made a vow that that was what I was going to do. And let me tell you, it completely changed my life, because I was strengthening and stabilizing my muscles in a completely different way and learning how to hold my body in a completely different way. And I physically feel good. Also got other support systems in place to support me in my health and feeling better. And so that's my big breakthrough for health. For spirituality, my big breakthrough was to give myself permission to lean into old practices that I discovered a long time ago, to revisit old teachings, to lean into yoga philosophy, to lean into spiritual scripture, because I missed it. And it wasn't that I wasn't, what is it called? Like, it wasn't like I discounted it or didn't want to involve it. I just got distracted. And sometimes going back to the foundational pieces can reinvigorate and allow you to have inspiration in a different way. And so in 2023, my big takeaway from the area of my life and spirituality was, and I teach this, so it wasn't something that I wasn't doing, but it was the ability to go back, and that is that to relearn what I've already learned and to revisit it from the perspective of where I'm at now. And one of my favorite books that I revisit in 2023 was the Autobiography of a Yogi. I absolutely love that book. If you are afraid of dying, I highly recommend listening to that book or reading the book, because it will support you in understanding how consciousness works and how transition and death works. And it's just an amazing book. And I re-listened to that book, and I re-listened to a lot of books. I love audiobooks. I really listened to a lot of old favorites of mine that were fictional and non-fictional. And it was so much fun because it inspired me and encouraged me to write differently, to think differently, to tap into old practices. And it was so much fun. The breakthrough I had for this next category is a big category for most people. And that is money. Yes, we're going to talk about money today. So I had this breakthrough. It was like a slow burn, because I started to work on this in the beginning of the year, but I didn't actually have like the massive aha, the massive breakthrough until the last quarter of 2023. And this is something I'm going to implement this year, and it's going to be scary, and it's going to be like life-changing, and it's going to really shake my foundation. And I'm excited about it, super nervous about it, but I'm super excited about it. And that is, if you continue to do the same thing over and over and over again, it's the definition of chaos. You're just doing the same thing, expecting a different result, but you're doing the same thing. And I started to do some things slightly different in my business in 2023, which were massive breakthroughs for me at the time. However, I realized, and this is the breakthrough that came towards the end of this 2023, the end of the quarter, and that was, I have to be willing to let go of things if I want my money to change, if I want my income to change, if I want to be able to give back in a different way, if I want to have a different experience with my relationship with my business and my relationship with my money. And I have to be willing to let go of things. And there's this idea that if you work harder, you're going to get better results. And that is not true. And I will tell you that I work hard, don't get me wrong, but I work a lot less hours. And this is something that I had a breakthrough about 4 years ago, that I don't have to work as hard as I used to work in order to make more money. I just have to work smarter. And my breakthrough with working smarter in 2023 was I really need to cut a lot of things. And so in 2024, I'm going to be archiving a bunch of programs because I don't want to offer them for sale anymore. I don't want my energy to be placed in those things because I have some really massive projects that I want my energy to really be placed in. And it's not that those programs are not beneficial. They were really awesome programs. I poured my heart and soul into those programs, but it's time to say goodbye to them. And so in 2024, we're going to do some archive sales. We're going to let go of some things. I have a new book that's going to come out in 2024. And I'm also going to be in a documentary. Like, this is going to be a massive year of change for me. And so I have to be willing to let go of things. And that was the breakthrough I had in terms of money and also career. Like, if I want to go to the next level, if I want to reach the capacity, for me, it's not about money, it's an energy exchange. And I know I have a massive amount of energy to exchange with people because there is this mission that I am on that I'm being guided to do, I'm being guided to be a part of. And I want to create a safe place for people to understand that it's safe to be human, that it's safe to tap into their highest potential, to evolve, to live their best life in this lifetime, not wait for the next lifetime, not wait for the next chapter, that we can start making massive change now and have massive growth now with tiny, small changes along the way. And that results in a massive change in energy exchange. That results in a massive change in your relationship with yourself. That results in a massive change with your spirituality. That results in a massive change with your family, your friends, your ability to navigate this world. And so that was that was my massive breakthrough in terms of money and career. Because I mentioned it just in the beginning that it was money, but it's actually money and career and my overall mission. And I'm super excited because there's going to be some changes, and there are going to be some massive changes this year. And it is not a sprint, it is a marathon. And the changes that I know that I made in 2023 have set me up for 2024. And that those changes that I make in 2024, I am going to see massive results in 2025. So you notice how I'm not saying I'm going to get instant gratification in 2024. I'm going to have gratification along the way, but my eye is on the prize that's going to happen in 2025. And so I have to be patient. I have to stick to the course, be diligent and be adaptable along the way and change along the way to what I think the course is versus what I'm in true alignment with as well. The other thing I want to share before we hop off today is I want to encourage everybody to come up with the word of the year. And you don't have to pick this right away. And I'll continue this conversation in another episode just because I think that this is going to be a big one. That a word of a year you can lean into anytime you're scared. You can lean into anytime you feel like you're off course or anytime you need some support. And my word for 2024 is epic. Like, I want to have an epic year. And this also means epic change, epic thoughts, epic breakthroughs, epic practices. And when I say epic, it's more of a feeling to embody versus anybody else's definition of what epic means. Is how I view it, and it's how I relate to it, and it's how I interact with it. And I am so excited about it. I am not done reflecting for 2023. These are just some of the things that I have reflected on. I'm actually going to be having like a massive birthday in April. So I'm going to be doing a massive decade reflection, and I'm excited to share what some of those things are because I've already started thinking about them, and some of them are really funny. I can't wait to share those with you all. But the big thing is it's time for you to reflect, look at all the different areas of your life, and look at what your big breakthroughs were. What were your big wins? What were your losses that you ended up learning from? And how are you going to use what you're reflecting on, what your wins were, what your losses were, what you gained from those experiences to assist you in 2024? Because you're amazing, my friend. All right, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please make sure you like and subscribe and share this with a friend, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.